Hi everyone, it's Tim here, and we are getting close to the end of the year, so I thought I would pull out the Santa hat, and yes, I still have a Movember moustache. Please excuse that, that is going really, really soon. But what I'm here to talk about today is our latest collection of Top Music sheets. So for those of you who don't know, this is the sheet music collection that all our Top Music Pro members get free as part of their membership each and every month from composers all around the world. And we're delighted to be celebrating Rebecca Maxter for this collection. And this collection actually features a whole variety of music, right from beginner music through to intermediates. And so I thought, why don't I play through some of these today? Excuse the removal boxes and things like that. We are almost finished our home renovations, which have been going on since July. So it's actually going to be finished next week. We're very, very excited. And hopefully I'll get this little studio back looking a little bit more presentable. Anyway, our first piece, in fact, first couple of pieces, Clown March and Rainbow, both early intermediate pieces. The first one has Clown March, nice and simple for students. Clowns marching along, 2/4 time, but some nice kind of accompaniment from the teacher. So that always makes it more fun. You want to be doing duets as much as possible with those beginner students, in my opinion. The second one, Rainbow, I really love because the third finger gets to move over the right hand. And this often not often something that you will find at this early stage, but there's actually nothing stopping it. And in the music, you'll actually see that Rebecca's sort of shown the movement of the left hand in the score, which I think is great. And I would definitely get students to use some damper pedal. It can actually be held down throughout that whole piece, which is very, very cool. The next one's called Flat Pop Blues, which is just nice and simple with some blue notes here as well. And you kind of want to move this along a bit, feel it in 2/4 blues tempo, half note equals 66. So kind of moving it along will give it a sense of pace. It's got dynamic changes, it's got left hand crossing over the right hand again. Lots of things to keep students interested, which I love, and got that funky blues sound. And it's got lyrics as well to go along with it, so students can learn the lyrics too. Dribble and pass, kind of a bit more bouncy basketball, and then legato. So a great opportunity to do some simple articulation changes and also some nice shaping of phrases as well. And moving around a little bit on the piano at this early stage, this is elementary stage still, but allowing students to move around the piano is great fun here. The next piece is called A Little Piece of History, and this one outlines a chord shape in the left hand. We're in 3/4 time now. The other thing that I love about Rebecca's pedagogical works are that they do give both hands equal challenge. So you'll see this one kind of has the melody moving between right hand, but mainly in the right hand, and then the left hand takes that melody. We've got some similar kind of motion in the middle, and then again the hands moving, the melody moving between the hands. But I do love that she gives both hands something to do. Sometimes in this intermediate, early intermediate, late elementary pedagogical music, you do get a kind of lot of fifths and very simple things in the left hand, which is fine and sounds great and is easy to play. But we want to give the left hand some challenge, and we want to give it some melodic interest and allow the right hand to balance for a stronger left hand as well. These are all really important skills, and you'll see that Rebecca does this throughout her music. So in fact, in Bones, Bones, Old Bones, which is a really fun story, you should read through the lyrics. Dug my backyard, what was there? Bones, bones, old bones. Bones, bones, old bones. I should probably sing it, shouldn't I? Gave my mum and dad a scare. Bones, bones, old bones. It tells a story over 2 pages. It's super fun. And the left hand does some melody, the right hand does. And we get this. And then moving up the piano. And then a nice finish. It's actually a nice quiet one. I always tend to, when the hands move out and you get to do loud things or distant things at the end, I tend to play them more loudly, but in actual fact, that should be a sneaky ending. The next one's called Zigzag Rag, and this one again has that syncopated kind of feeling, but it has to be played fast to get the syncopation because it's written in 4/4. So the tempo marking's presto, half note equals 108. And it's actually got this kind of crossing over of the hands. I don't know if you can see that in the overhead keyboard. Here again. So you've got, there's a little bit of a challenge as the hands cross over and one needs to go under the other. And that again isn't something that's done late elementary often, so I think that's a good challenge too. You've got some nice bouncy fifths in the left hand and a good mix of articulations as well between staccato and legato. Then there's Jelly Roll Jazz, which uses this classic. Any student I've ever taught that left-hand pattern to absolutely love it. I remember when I was a student, I loved that one as well. There's some nice work with chords as well on the second page. Lots to keep students interested. I really love that one. Then we've got an early intermediate piece called Chasing Butterflies. And this one moves around the piano. How does this one go? So pattern-based pieces like this that have the same idea, which is this, and then moving up, always sound much harder to play than they actually are when students understand that it's just a pattern. So here's some great teaching opportunities here for blocking shapes and moving around the instrument before actually trying to join it up, and also for understanding patterns and finding patterns. So getting the students to try and look and saying, okay, well, there is 3 patterns I can see here as a teacher that are repeated. Can you see where the patterns are and where they are? How do you move around the piano? Then the next line uses the same pattern, but in a new key area. And then here. But we've got a sharp this time. And lots of pedal, like long pedals through this. And the tempo mark is actually fluttering. So you can get the idea here. The butterflies, you can kind of see the butterflies in the garden, can't you? On the second page, there's a B section, has some kind of beautiful little descending patterns. This kind of descending, I mean, it's just so evocative. I think Rebecca's just done a brilliant job of that one. All right, and then we've got Orange Sunset, which has got some nice chord kind of ideas in the left hand. Kind of open sounding, you can kind of picture open land, prairies perhaps, and the sunset. I think that's great fun. And then there's The Wheels on the Bus Go Ragtime. You can kind of picture what's going to happen here, right? So the left hand gets to do this kind of bouncy thing. Like, I mean, I could play that a lot because it's just super fun, and I know students are going to find that really, really fun too. It's going to be the kind of piece at a recital that parents are going to be tapping their legs along to. It's also going to be the kind of piece that the parent of the child learning this piece is going to get very sick of, but that happens for lots of this kind of music. But I think that is just a super fun piece. It's actually over 3 pages, ends with a nice big, and there's this kind of, what's that, diminished kind of arpeggio towards the end as well. Students can have heaps of fun with that. And that syncopated rhythm, yep, ba-da-da is so just evocative of ragtime. And anyway, just heaps of fun. I really hope you enjoy exploring this collection. As I said, it's by, which slide should I put it? Over here, Rebecca Baxter. It's our, 44th collection of sheet music for our Top Music Pro members, and it is available now inside the membership. Thank you to Rebecca for sharing your amazing music with us. I really appreciate it, as do all our members. And if you're not yet a member and you would like to receive music like this, studio licensed, ready to go and use in your studio every month in your inbox, just come and join us. You can grab this and our Top Music games and access to our forums and our app and all sorts of things on our light plan, $10 a month. Absolute bargain. Just head over to topmusicpro.com to come and join us. I'd love to see you in there. If I don't speak to you beforehand, have an amazing Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you all in the new year with a new collection at the start of January. Thanks everyone, bye-bye.